Suppose we have triangle ABC. Angle C is a right angle. Angle A is 36 degrees. And length of BC is 5. And we want to know the length of AC and AB. So we're looking for right here. So we want to know this length and this length. Well, we can use trigonometry. If we know the angle in one side, we can use any of the trigonometric ratios. So if we try to use, for example, if we use tangent of 26 degrees equals the opposite side over the adjacent side, we'll call this side B, and we solve this. So we know that B equals 5 divided by tangent of 26. So we go to our calculator, we make sure that our mode is in degrees, and then we want to find 5 divided by the tangent of 26. And that will give us 10.25. So B equals 10.25. Then we can find, we'll call this C, by using sine. So sine of 26 equals opposite over hypotenuse. So C equals 5 divided by sine of 26. So 5 divided by sine of 26. And we get 11.405. So length of side C is 11.405. And these are the two answers we're looking for. In this example, we want to know if a tree casts a shadow that is 20 feet long, while the angle of elevation of the sun is 23 degrees, how tall is the tree? Well, first we know what is the angle of elevation. So this right here is an angle of elevation from a point. We're looking upward, our line of sight goes upward, so this is an angle of elevation. So our angle of elevation is 37.6 degrees. The distance to the tree is 217 feet, and we want to know the height of the tree. But what we know is we know the angle to the sun. So even though we have two triangles here, we have this triangle and we have this green triangle, this angle is the same for both. So we're looking to solve this green triangle. We know a side and an angle, so we're looking for the opposite side when we know the adjacent side, so that would be tangent. So tangent of 37.6 equals, we'll call this the height, over 217. So 217 times tangent of 37.6 equals our height. So 217 tangent of 37.6. So 217 times tangent of 37.6. And we get 167.112. So the height is 167.11 feet tall. So that's a pretty tall tree. A watchman 300 feet up in a lighthouse sees a boat. The angle of depression to the boat is 34 degrees. How far is the boat from the lighthouse? So an angle of depression is a line of sight down. So this is an angle of depression, and we're told that's 34 degrees. And the watchman is 300 feet up, and here's our right angle. So we know the adjacent side, but we want to know the opposite side, so that's tangent. So tangent of 34 equals opposite. So let's call this the distance d over adjacent is 300. So 300 times tangent of 34 equals our distance. So 300 tangent of 34, and we get 202.35 feet is our distance. So from a hot air balloon floating directly above a road, so here's our hot air balloon, and it's floating directly above a road, a woman sees two parked cars along the road which are half a mile apart. So here's one car, and here's the other car. And the distance between the two cars is half a mile. If the angle of depression to one car is 20 degrees, and the angle of depression to the other is 47 degrees, so that's 20, and this is 47. How high up is the hot air balloon? So what we have here are two triangles. So this is one where we have a right angle and 20 degrees. And then the other one, we have a right angle and 47 degrees. We know that if we call this distance x, then the length of this is x, and this is x plus 1/2. But what we're really looking for is this y, and that y is the same on both triangles. So how can we relate this y and x? Well, tangent of our angle is the opposite over hypotenuse. So in the case of this triangle, we'll call that. So in the case of that triangle, we have tangent of 47 equals x plus 1/2 over y. Our other triangle, we have tangent of 20 equals x over y. So let's go ahead and solve this for x. So tangent of 20 times y equals x. So plugging this in for x in this equation, we get tangent of 47 equals tangent of 20 times y plus 1/2 over y. So then we have y times tangent of 47, if we multiply both sides by y, equals tangent 20y plus 1/2. Then moving this term over, we subtract it from both sides. So y tangent of 47 minus tangent 20y equals 1/2. So we have tangent of 47 minus tangent of 20, and that gives us 0.708. So 0.708y equals 1/2. So we need to divide both sides by 0.708. So 1/2 divided by 0.708. Well, that's also 0.5 divided by 0.708. So 0.5 divided by 0.708, we get 0.706. So this y is 0.706 is 0.706 miles from the ground.